Hi everyone! To prevent the world from being ruined, to protect the peace for the earth, I represent my channel. I'm serious. Today, like I said, I will make a video top 10 strongest dragons in how to change your dragon part 2. In part 1, I have presented from top 10 to top 7, including Snow Wraith, Flamere, Deathsong, Screaming Death. If you haven't watched that video, you can watch it later. Now I will continue to present the next ones from top 7 to top 4. The top 7 in my rankings will include 2 dragons. The first one is Screaming Death. Now will be the remaining one in the top 7.
Number 7, Death Gripper. In this position I am very confused between Death Gripper and Screaming Death. Although according to me the attack ability of Screaming Death is better, but in gratitude for the last movie the decision for Death Gripper is in line with Screaming Death. If you have any ideas, just leave them in the comment section. Death Gripper are ruthless predators of the strike class. In general, Death Gripper's appearance was just cool. The beetle's head has a line of thorns that can both defend and attack. The scorpion's tail contains venom. The front legs of the mantis help to attach better to the prey. The extra bonus pair of ivory can be put out on arbitrary. These traits grant Death Gripper extremely powerful melee skills. Information: size medium, length 7.9 meters, wingspan 9 7/75 meters, weight 952.5 kilograms. Skill: shoot acid. The acid of Death Gripper can melt everything. Death Grippers typically use their stingers on their prey 3 times, with the first jab paralyzing the victim, the second killing it, and the third saturating the corpse with poison that paralyzes anyone who touches it. Death Gripper venom specifically does not numb the victim's pain receptors, enabling the victims to feel the pain of being dismembered piece by piece before finally being put out of its misery. The venom also boasts a potent hypnotic effect that expert hunters make use of to control their intended quarry. Being a strike class dragon, the speed of Death Gripper can catch up to the Night Fury if the Toothless speed is not too fast. With all those skills, power, and speed, almost no mid-sized dragon would want to face Death Gripper. They simply treat other dragons as prey to joke around with before killing. Statistics according to the World of Dragon: attack 27, speed 12, defense 20, firepower 12, jaw force 16. Death Grippers are not immune to their own venom, and it can even be used against them, such as when Grimmel used it to drug 6 of them into complete obedience. Number 6, Skrill. One of the most mysterious and feared dragon species in the Book of Dragons, the Skrill is aggressive, powerful, and nearly untrainable. Skrill has large wings. On the back and tail there are sharp metal spikes capable of absorbing lightning. Skrill's wings can be used as a shield to shield the Night Fury's plasma explosion. Blue or purple Skrill make them easy to hide in the clouds. Information: size medium, length 7 9/10 meters, wingspan 12 1900 meters, weight 816.5 kilograms. Skills: the Skrill is like a Mjolnir hammer. It can absorb and store lightning's electrical energy. Using its metallic spines, it can channel lightning through its body and fire out destructive blasts through its mouth. Skrills have the ability to release all of the electricity stored in their bodies at once. This causes a huge wave of electricity to travel outwards in all directions, destroying everything around them. The Skrill's energy will be continuously provided if it is near thunderstorm clouds. The Skrill was able to use the energy of lightning to accelerate very quickly and fly at hypersonic speeds. It was able to reach the clouds from the glacier it was on in less than a second, which would mean that the Skrill was passing at least several times faster than the speed of sound. Skrills are able to create an electrical field that acts similar to a force field. With all these characteristics and skills, Skrill is good at both defense and attack, nearly invincible in all battles. Skrill is one of the few dragons that can duel with Night Fury, especially in the thunderstorms. Skrill is unrivaled. Statistics according to Dragonpedia: Attack 14, Speed 19 or 11, Defense 10, Firepower 12, Jaw Force 5. The Skrill's primary weakness is water. If you force a Skrill to fall in the water, it will lose its upper hand. The Skrill may have another weakness. If one were to disable a Skrill's spines, it could take away its ability to channel lightning. Number 5. Shellfire. I was very confused when choosing the top 5 between Shellfire and Submaripper. These two dragons are inherently natural enemies of each other in the wild. They will rush to each other as soon as a territorial intrusion occurs. Being title-class dragons, both have a huge size and terrible power. But in a direct confrontation, Submaripper has an advantage due to their aggressive nature. So I will leave Shellfire in the top 5. Shellfire. Shellfire of the title class has a huge size. Shellfire appearance resembles a turtle with 2 horns in front, crocodile-like tail. Shellfire's head is quite similar to Thunderdrum. The enormous size gives Shellfire superior strength. Shellfire has the ability to lift a ship made entirely of anti-dragon metal and can still fight Submaripper. Information: size gigantic, length 48 and 77 meters, wingspan 57 and 91 meters, weight 3 4/10 tons. Skill: the Shellfire's armored carapace is so durable and resilient that it enables it to endure almost anything. However, this armor greatly limits Shellfire's movement speed. Shellfire charges a plasma ball in his mouth and shoots it at high speed. This attack is the same as Night Fury's shot, but its power, size, and range are much greater. Shellfire shots can be used both underwater and in the air. Statistics according to Dragonpedia: Attack 20, Speed 14, Defense 16, Firepower 22, Jaw Force 15. In general, although Shellfire does not have many special skills, it has the advantage of size and power, along with 2 skills that both attack and defend very well, making Shellfire extremely difficult for most dragons. In other words, Shellfire is like a battleship with good defense and extremely strong firepower. The Shellfire's tendency to escape confrontations also enables Submarippers, their natural enemies, to often win skirmishes between the 2 species. Number 4. Submaripper. The Submaripper can be best described as being similar in appearance to an eel with legs, as well as a few traits similar to frogs. The Submaripper has various wattles and kelp-like structures that line its back and hang off its legs and sides. I don't like its appearance, but it's the dragon that can defeat Shellfire, so it deserves to be in this position. Information: size gigantic, length 15 and 2400 meters, wingspan 21 and 3400 meters, weight 1,632 and 9/10 kilograms, skill. The Submaripper has the ability to create a whirlpool by sucking the nearby water into its mouth. It is shown that the Submaripper is able to move much quicker in the water than the Shellfire, as well as making faster turns. The Submaripper is shown to be able to take multiple of Toothless's plasma blasts without showing any sign of being stunned or damaged by the hit. The Submaripper has been stated to be able to create massive tidal waves in order to drown its victims by slamming its massive body onto the water's surface. Submaripper is said to be able to vomit the shipwrecks it has ingested as harpoon-studded debris. The Submaripper emits foul-smelling air bubbles to disperse the crowd. With this information, I recommend that the authorities quickly step in to isolate this dragon from the community. Lots of laughs. Statistics, according to Dragonpedia: attack 20, speed 16, defense 14, firepower 0, jaw force 30. Despite having a bad and dirty appearance, the speed, power, and ability to create whirlpools grant Submaripper undeniable strength. With Submaripper's ferocity could make it the strongest dragon of the title class, except for the wildebeest. The only weakness of the Submaripper is that it is dirty, so it often gets sick, especially the dragon flu. I think we should all clean our bodies, especially our hands, to avoid getting sick. Lots of laughs. Okay, so the part 2 video has ended. Maybe you can guess the top 3 strongest dragons left. Video part 3 will be continued in the next video. Please subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to not miss that video. I will try to make it faster, not as slow as this video. Now goodbye, and see you again.